Oh man, when it comes to Mzansi legends, stand up. Black Cat peanut butter, one of my favorites. Sadia Hendricks is in the kitchen to help me create some magic this morning. Iconic Black Cat peanut butter, whatever the choice, whether it's a humble peanut butter sandwich, enjoyed in a smoothie, which is my favorite. Simply straight from the jar, we ain't judging. Black Cat has a place in all of our hearts and our homes. It really is an Mzansi legend. And on today's menu, we are adding a little twist to the traditional chocolate cookies and adding in the peanut power of Black Cat. So crispy on the edges and all fudgy and toffee-like in the center. Make sure that you bake a double batch because these will fly. They will fly, I can promise you that. I am so excited. Sadia, thank you for bringing this joy into my life.
Yay, thank you. It's always cookie time.
It's always cookie time, girl. I love that, man. So there are a few steps that we've got to take care of. So I think let's get cracking. Where do we start?
Absolutely. So we're going to start with our actual cookie dough. And we start with our butter.
Okay.
And we are going to add in, all our goodies. I think the main star ingredient over here is, of course, our
Black Cat
butter. And you know what? We're just going to go for it.
And you know that is 99.9% peanut power in there. That is incredible to me, that's how much of that is peanut. When they say they're going to give you pure peanut joy, they really are not kidding. It's available in either smooth or chunky. No salt and sugar added, which is great if you're going for the smoothies. As I said, 99.9% peanuts. And believe it or not, first produced in 1926. It's obviously very healthy. It's high in protein because we know it's packed with that peanut power, nutritious and gives you sustained energy. Obviously, we are giving it a rather luxurious finish here in our cookies. Is that mayonnaise?
That is totally mayonnaise. I love the addition of mayonnaise in this recipe. It really enhances that flavor profile. And it's such a great substitute for eggs.
For egg, because we've used it almost in every baking. It seems to become quite a popular thing at the moment. So is that, it plays the role of the egg in our little ensemble here?
It definitely adds in the moisture to the cookie. So the great thing is, now we're just going to give it a quick whirl over here. It adds the moisture. It also adds a bit of an additional element because as we know, mayonnaise doesn't just have eggs, it has oil in as well. So it really gives that nice
kind of luxurious mouthfeel.
Absolutely, that delicious texture that you want in this cookie.
Because a good cookie is all about that. It's about the contrast of textures. You want it kind of crispy and crunchy, caramelized on the outside, but it's got to have kind of like a toffee fudginess inside.
It absolutely has to. That's what makes it a cookie. So it's that delicious fudgy texture in the center. And as you can see, this is where all this beautiful texture is coming together.
If you're a cookie dough fan, you're in danger of eating half of your cookie dough before.
So, I mean, the great thing is that you can make this with your kids, which is fantastic. And, of course, like my own kids, they are absolutely going to hijack half of the cookie dough before it gets to the oven.
So, I mean, like we suggested when I brought us in, is like make double the amount of even just the mixture because you're going to lose some little bits of it as you go and once the biscuits are made.
Absolutely.
So I like to put myself to work in this kitchen, and when I've got brilliant cooks, I like to learn. So can I help with something here?
Yes, absolutely. You know what? This goes really quickly. So I think you can get started on our glaze. It's a nice peanut butter glaze over there that we're just going to drizzle over the cookies.
So we've got some egg whites in there already, and this is our peanut butter.
Yes.
Okay, and that's
been. Add the peanut butter, and then there's a bit of icing sugar, and you're just going to give it a nice little whisk. Yum. And then I'm going to just continue over here. I'm going to pop in my vanilla as well, because that also just adds in that extra bit of yummy. And then the final step for me is going to be adding in our flour.
Okay.
Whoops.
Oh, I like the idea of this kind of peanut butter glaze.
I love the smell of it.
I was told that this is a royal icing when you use the egg white?
Yes, so egg whites and a bit of icing sugar, quick and easy. The nice thing with this is, you know, royal icing, they usually color it, but now we have this beautiful peanut butter.
Peanut butter, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we've got less than a minute to tie this all together. What's the next step?
So over here, we're just going to, the main thing is you don't want to over mix when you bake. because as we know, it's all a science. So I'm going to add in my choc chips, but of course you can do a completely healthy option as well, if that's... I know. So the amazing thing is with Black Cat, they actually have a no added sugar and no salt option, which is fantastic for that nice, healthy version. And then, of course, you can substitute your choc chips for peanuts or raisins.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Even more nuttiness.
Because we are just adding it for texture and, of course, the flavor.
Yeah, you get those little pockets, those bursts of beautiful chocolatey flavor. Then we've got our finished dough over here.
Yes.
Do you need to, when baking, do you need to leave it, or can you kind of, once you've got the right consistency, then just...
The nice thing with cookie dough is that you can make it ahead of time. So if you're pressed for time, you know that you're having a play date or just someone coming over for tea, you can literally make it, pop it in either the fridge if you're going to have it the same day, or you can pop it in the freezer for that cookie craving.
Wow, and then when you need it, because you want them fresh, absolutely love it. But if you've missed any of the steps or we put the finishing touches here, let's take you through a little play-by-play. How does that look, huh?
Buy any 4 participating products and stand a chance to win 10,000 Rand daily.
Add a twist challenge!
Add a twist to everyday meals.